Hi there, this is Michelle Lee, the Coachapist with Athena Rising Now LLC, and I help women create and become their highest version of themselves by activating their divine feminine power. Thank you for stopping by today, and today I wanted to ask you, so do you like what you've created? Your entire experience, every circumstance in your life, every relationship you have is your manifestation. It is your creation. And here's what's incredible, and I am so excited about this, seeing the metaphor in our lives is that as women, we are the divine feminine creatrix. We literally, physically take from spiritual form, take from just a thought, and move through our body and create a physical human being. We are biologically created to manifest from the ethers to physical form. Not just children, anything we want, relationships, books, jobs, careers, businesses, a home, whatever it is you want, we are biologically set up to create that. Now, why am I telling you this? Well, because we have been taught that we can't do that it takes a long time. And I see so many women, and I have been that woman, feeling so disempowered and so trapped, needing other people in my life to help me create what I want. Needing relationships, namely men. I have been that woman, and I have worked with so many women who depend on a man in their life to create what they want. When we are biologically set up, we are created biologically to be in constant creation mode. And I think it's so beautiful that our bodies are built that we can take an idea, we can have the idea to have a baby, and we can take the action that it takes, making love, which is joy and ecstasy. That's how women create, is through joy and ecstasy. And we can create that new person in our body and then birth that new person. We do this with everything, right? We take a thought and then we can mold that thought. We have to make a decision. Yes, I am creating this. And a lot of times we get stuck in fear. In fact, that's what stops. That's what stops us from creating, right? That is where we look for permission from other people. We start thinking that we're not good enough to create it. We start believing that it's out of our reach. We just don't believe in ourselves. And that's why I love using the birthing process and pregnancy as the metaphor for it, because it's not just the metaphor. It's how the divine feminine creates a business. You take the idea, you define what your vision is, you get very clear about it, and you actually take it into your body, and you begin to move with that. You begin to move with that vision. How does that vision feel as you're living with it, right? As you're creating it, as you're imagining it, how does being a business owner, how does living your purpose, your soul's purpose, feel to you? And if you were to dance that out, how would that look as a dance in your body? Because it's through movement and it's through being receptive that we create, that women create. And here's what's so super important is that in this time on the planet, we are creating so much more quickly. It is truly a quickening. So in this moment, look at what you have created in your life. Look at the relationships. Look at your home. Look at all your experiences. What's your experience driving in traffic? We are constantly in creation mode. And every experience that you are having in this moment, watching this video, whatever's going on in the background, you have birthed that experience through your thoughts and your expectations, and probably through fear. And what is fabulous and exciting right now is that you can completely shift those creations. You can recreate. And that's true with every creation. I have so many people, I invite them to write down their vision of themselves, and they don't want to do it wrong. They're like, well, what if I get it and I don't want it? That's okay. You create again. It's not like you get one chance. And we're creating quickly. I mean, you'll notice that karma hits you quick, right? You judge somebody and the next thing you know, you're being judged, right? And it's like, wow, karma's fast. Everything is fast. Our creation is fast. Hi, C. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for stopping by. Everything is speeding up so much more quickly. And here's what has shifted as well. For our lifetimes and for many generations, we have been creating through pain, right? We've been, it takes a lot of pain to move us forward. Now we're at a point where we get to create from joy, and that is the divine feminine way to create from ecstasy, to create from love. It really becomes... I did an interview yesterday for my Moms on Purpose Summit, and she's an artist. And she said she makes love to the canvas. Oh, imagine if your entire life is making love. You are making love to this experience. You're making love. I mean, you just pour all of your attention. When you're making love, when you're in the throes of passion, all of your attention is on that, right? So what if you placed all of your attention on self-care? What if you placed all of your attention on your children when they're in front of you? It's really about being present. It's about being present, and it's about the energetic exchange, right? And that's what creation is. It's this energetic exchange, setting the intention, being clear with that intention, focusing all of your attention on that intention, right? Being fully present. How does it feel to be living that purpose that vision that you just created? What would that feel like? We do this when we're pregnant all the time, right? We imagine holding that baby. We imagine what it's going to be like to be a mom. When we first hear them call us mom, right? We're constantly manifesting, and it's just becoming conscious of what we're doing. So our creation method, creating with the divine feminine energy, it's very much about movement and love and receptivity and being present and cooperative and still taking action, right? It's that divine balance of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So the divine feminine is about receiving the steps through your intuition, setting the intention, dancing it into your body, imagining how it feels to be in that place, and then asking for divine guidance, asking your intuition. Your intuition is really your future self that is already experiencing the vision that you just set the intention to experience. So the reason why you have the desire in your heart, the reason why it pops into your mind, is because your future self has already done it, right? Your future self has already done it. And so you ask your future self for guidance. What is my next step? What do I do now? And when you get that knowing, and here's how it works for me, because I just did it this morning, right? I asked for guidance from my future self. I actually asked for, here's all I said. I was like, help me get out of these negative thoughts, right? I'm so stuck in negative thoughts. Help me get out of them. And I did what I always do. I do tapping, EFT, been doing that for 16 years. I got sat up in bed and I started tapping it through. And before I knew it, thoughts were coming into my head and I started journaling them, right? It's like, well, that's a positive thought. That's what I need to remember when I'm feeling dark or down. And so I'd do some more tapping. It's like, oh yeah, there's a positive thought, right? And there were all these thoughts like, you've already done this. You've got this. You know how to do this. You've been doing it forever, right? So all these positive thoughts were coming in and suddenly I was like, wow. And then ideas. Okay, a thought would come into my mind to call this person, email this person, do this. And so I took notes, right? I took notes in my journal so that I can always come back to that. But that was divine guidance. My divine guidance comes to me as thoughts. I mean, it's like suddenly, here's a new thought, here's a new thought. And years ago when I had a reading from a psychic, I didn't know that I was intuitive. You know, I was like, I'm not intuitive. And she said, no, you really are. It's like your spirit guides throw information balls into your head. It's like an idea and it's there. And that's really called being claircognizant. It's like 1 minute you didn't know it, the next minute you know it. It's claircognizant. It's taking in downloads. So the reason why I share this with you, my point in sharing with this with you is that you're constantly creating your experiences and your circumstances that you are in right now is your creation, right? You created it through the thoughts, through the stress. You created, if you are in a situation that is not your ideal situation, that is high stress, you're depressed, you're anxious, whatever it is, you created that through fear. Okay? And we're constantly manifesting. We're either manifesting what we do want or what we don't want. It's whatever you're focusing on. Either way, the energy is moving through your focus. And as the divine feminine, and in this time of quickening, moving fast, 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 we are creating more quickly, especially when you get into that love energy. Right? You're creating what you don't want just as quickly. So when you shift over into that love energy, and I love this vision I am creating. I love the person that I am becoming as I create this vision. Being in this love and this ecstasy, really falling in love with who you are and the power of who you are. And, see, isn't it powerful to know that your future self is sending you information? You've already done it. Time and space, there's no such thing, so it's all happening at once. So it's really about tuning into the energy of it being done and being receptive to the next steps. So I share this with you because I have an excellent group. Hey Megan, thanks for joining. We're just closing up, but feel free to share this video about how we create with the divine feminine through love and ecstasy. And it's quick now. And so I'm helping women. I'm helping women tap into that energy, get out of their past selves, right? When there's fear and anxiety, you're in your past stuff. And the past has no room. It's the fear, it's the anxiety. You don't need it anymore. So I take women from that past self, your limiting beliefs and your thoughts, and help you move into the vision, your heart's desire, your soul's purpose. And August is a powerful, powerful, powerful month for this. So I wanted to tell you that I'm taking 2 intensive clients to work with me for the next 30 days to really hone in on their soul's purpose, really discover it, uncover it, work deeply, and do a deep dive quickly and move through it in the next 30 days. Like I said, We are in a quickening. August is especially powerful. And here's what's happening. You don't need months or years to release the old stuff anymore. You don't need that. It's a matter of setting the intention, moving through it. And here's what's happening is you kind of go back and forth. You're like in the fear and in the love, in the fear and in the love. And here's where we want to get. We want to be in the fear. And we want to be in the fear, love, in the love a lot longer, and fear, and then love, and that's what happens. You remember, oh, I have tools for this. This is my old stuff. This is what I'm shedding. This is what I'm letting go of. I'm releasing, so I can step into who I need to be to create this vision. And so for the next 30 days, so I'm going to leave my link up so you can schedule some time with me to see if this intensive is for you. I really, this is my soul's purpose, to awaken you to your soul's purpose and begin to birth it and to begin to live the divine feminine, to give up all that we've been taught to believe about ourselves as women. Everything we believe that is negative about us is actually our power. It's our power. Yes, we are emotional. That is our power. We are intuitive. That is our power. We feel other people's emotions. We are empathic. That is our power, right? That is our creative power. And we create through the body. We are biologically created to create through the body. But our physical form doesn't necessarily have to be a baby. But then, we are biologically created to sustain life from our body until it goes on. So we are nurturing, and we are creatrixes. So thank you for being here. And it's amazing to do this. So if you liked this video, if you have any friends that you think could benefit from the information I shared here, please feel free to share it. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments and look for my scheduling link. I would love to talk to you about really getting into the quickening, doing a 30-day intensive, and taking advantage of the creative energies that are flowing onto the planet now. Have a great day, and I'll see you next Monday on Lunch and Learn. Again, Michelle Lee with Athena Rising Now. Talk to you soon.